Hello there, lovely people. What's going on? Let me do a review of a fragrance, which is gonna be interesting. Reason being, I never smelled the original, which is Dior Prive line Tobacolor. I think I cannot say that name properly. It's a very weird name. Tobacco Color or Tobacolor. Okay, that's the originator. I never tried it. It was a launch of 2021, just last year, not so long ago, and already we have a clone. Okay, different houses from Middle Eastern countries, different countries they do clones, but today we have one from my favorite, Paris Corner. This fragrance I don't mind buying at all to review because they are not very expensive, $20 or so you spend for a big bottle like this. 100 ml EDP concentration, 3.4 fluid ounces. It definitely has this logo of quality assurance. The fragrance called Frenetic Tobacco Honey. This is their line. Okay, they have this logo up top. They have the different lines in Paris Corner. This is called Emir line. So Middle Eastern collection from Dubai, I think, made in UAE, correct. And I bought this from Arabian Shelf website. Owner Nadir Bhai is a good friend of mine, and he always brings awesome fragrances which I love reviewing. Sometimes he sends me stuff to review, sometimes he gives me gifts, very wallahi, we say like great guy with a big heart, genuinely I wish him all the best. And this fragrance I bought with my own money, right? So here you go, the bottle. I have shown you three before. One is the Dior Intense clone, one is Fave Delicious clone, and one is Dior Sauvage Elixir. They are targeting big guns out there, people who cannot afford those expensive ones. Dior Prive line, 300, 400 bucks. Sauvage Elixir cost you about 160, 70 bucks. I mean, Dior Intense is also expensive. So you get that for 20 bucks, what to expect, see? So here's the bottle. I really like their bottle, simplistic cylindrical bottle. It has this nice printed thing. And this one, the cap, it's kind of heavy, got the magnet. You can see the magnet, how it works. It goes there, but I don't feel very secure when I pick it up because the bottle is way heavier ratio wise. This one's not as heavy, but magnetic top, always a nice touch. And the juice color, I don't know, but the base is this much thick. If you drop it, very heavy bottle, careful with your leg. And base, you get your sticker and all that. So these fragrances won't be, this is a clone of that original. Yeah, I'm pretty convinced they're not gonna make clones of a clone, but you never know. But let's show you the sprayer, and the sprayer has Paris Corner written on it. Really nice touch, and the sprayer is very good. Check out this. That's a good sprayer right there, right? So like the packaging, for the price, no complaints. If you find different, it's okay. You don't expect a Creed or a Chanel's presentation from a $20 cologne. That would be unfair, right? So this one, first of all, as I told you, the big issue here is I do not know how the original smells, okay? And I'm gonna base this fragrance on that notes breakdown of the Tobacolor, or whatever the fragrance is called. I cannot say the name. And they have top notes are tobacco leaf, the Dior one. They have honey, smoke, plum, white tobacco, oriental notes, which are spices, amber, peach, and citruses. So they give you like this notes breakdown, no top, no bottom, so everything is mashed in. You get different thing in different stage. So I saw reviewers reviewing that one. I never smelled it, but I knew what to expect. So some people say that one is really smoky. Some people say that had a lot of honey. Tobacco is a big player in there. Sometimes maybe it was similar to some of the other Dior, like fragrances. But I feel when I smell this, I can pick up those nuances. Like whatever is mentioned in the Dior one, I can pick them up, but obviously not going to be the same quality. Dior is using much higher grade ingredients. They're using like synthetic molecule which can be found in the market, and they try to make the best combination to give it realistic sort of vibe. So overall, the longevity on this is very good because this is an oriental fragrance. It has this spicy, smoky property. This is gonna last, okay? Even the Frenetic Delicious lasts a long time on me, but don't expect like what Dior gives you. Dior gives you 16, 18 hours, and this one's gonna give you like 4 to 5 hours at times, And if you just come like so disappointed, they rob you of your $20, and then they give you such poor performer. Shame on them. Sometimes I feel people are sometimes ungrateful. What are you paying and what are you expecting? You're expecting the most natural smelling, the longest lasting, but you're willing to spend $15, $20. I mean, in fragrance game, that's kind of unfair, dude. At times you get lucky. You can get a fragrance like Shura, bombastic. But Shura is now going up in prices, right? So what else I get from this? There's a definite that plum fruity note there, and it's a four big player in this fragrance I feel in this. I get the plum. I smell plum before in a fragrance, so plum's there. The tobacco is there. There's some spicy vibe going on, spicy tobacco side by side with the plum, okay? And the thing is, like, I'm getting like tobacco, and then I also get smoky vibe. You know, if you think of smoky, first thing that comes to my mind, let me give you some example. Red Tobacco by Mansour. I have quite a few fragrances which are similar to this or similar vibe. When I smell this, I get that smokiness. You know, I get even sometimes out to the point of leather, you know, like this color of the bottle, like amber color. I get that sort of a leathery vibe. I don't know why, but perhaps there's no leather in there. So tobacco, smoky tobacco, evening time, if you are smoking, if you're having some coffee, you know, this is a very mature fragrance. This is not a fragrance I would suggest to youngsters. So the perfume right here, even though it's cheap, make sure you test before you buy. If you don't have any way to test it, get a sample, okay? Or perhaps avoid it if you're very young. This fragrance in no way youthful, okay? Definitely nighttime wearing. If you wear this like 5-6 sprays, it will be very smoky, right? So smoky, tobacco, spices, and the plum. That's what I get. And then perhaps the honey is not as pronounced in this one. I smell some honey before. I don't get that much honey from this, but there's a sweetness. But it's that spicy, smoky sweetness, okay? So if you dig that, if you think of like a pipe tobacco or not cherry, plum instead of cherry, plum tobacco, okay? You get this from this perfume. When I wear this on my skin, I got about 4 to 5 hours of longevity. First hour, it really projects. Perhaps in winter, it will last a little bit more. But it's not to say very beast mode. It does decent job for its price, okay? So those are some of the things. I haven't tried this with people. I haven't taken any people's comment because brand new. I'm just doing initial impression. So in the end, is this a good clone? I don't know, okay? Honestly speaking, because I haven't smelled the original, I'm just talking on the basis of the notes breakdown of the Dior one, right? And I think perhaps they have done a good job on this. So it's a very particular people who like this, who like pure Havana, fragrance like 1821, Sweet Tobacco Spirit, Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille, okay, comes to my mind. Sometimes, you know, beat of Fave Delicious or Tonka Imperial, those kind of vibe I'm getting from it, but it's not really those clone or same family. But it reminds me of some of the fragrances, like, you know, Tonka Imperial, definitely I'm getting a vibe of it. If you wear this in the winter time, you know, like nighttime, people will not ask you, are you wearing a $20 cologne? This smells expensive, okay? That's a good thing I really like about this. So give it a try. These are very affordable, but if you're not into clones, perhaps avoid it. I know many people do not like clones. If you do not like spicy tobacco, kind of like dark perfume, avoid it, okay? If you don't like synthetic fragrance, this is a little bit synthetic, your nose may get disturbed. Some of the negatives. So overall, I'll rate this fragrance as an 8.5 out of 10, okay? Frenetic Tobacco Honey, interesting name, interesting fragrance, and I still feel their Frenetic Delicious was the best, like Fave Delicious clone. Oh man, I have to get a backup bottle of that. That is a beautiful perfume. But this one, definitely brand new. Check it out. If there are more reviewers reviewing it, you'll get more idea from colder countries perhaps. So this is the fragrance, Frenetic Tobacco Honey from Emir line, Paris Corner. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll leave a link below where you can purchase it. Take care. I'll see you soon. Good night.